Hey, so in this video, I'm going to go over how you can create a post-purchase flow for your brand. And this is the exact structure that we apply across multiple seven-figure brands. And this structure is actually so good that for some of our clients whose product delivery time is super fast and the product is really replenishable, like it finishes within a week and they buy it again. This flow is actually outperforming the card dependent flow. And if you know anything about email marketing, you should know how rare that is. And people are just buying again and again because we tackle the exact questions that people ask after they buy. And like we tell them exactly what they need to know in order to buy again from you. So this flow it works really well across. We've tested it across multiple brands at this point, and this is the one that has performed the best till now. If it keeps improving, obviously I'll make another video and update it. But for now, this is the best that has been working for us. And yeah, if you want access to this document that I'm going over in this video, you can get it from the link down below in the description. And let's get into the flow itself. So, what is the purpose? What are we actually trying to achieve with this flow? The post purchase flow isn't just a thank you email. That's thank you email. That's not a post purchase flow. That's just part of it. It's actually a strategy to build trust, reduce buyers' remorse, set expectations, provide clarity, and then turn one time buyers into repeat customers. We educate the users on how to use the product, how to take care of it, and we also show them the value of the product, what it actually brings to their life, how it improves their life. And then we drive cross sells, upsells, and ask for referrals. And then also we collect high quality reviews and get some user generated content for free through this flow. Now, it is one of the highest ROI flows in your Klaviyo account, but only if you do more than just say thank you. So let's get into the psychology behind the flow. Right after purchase, your customer is at a heightened emotional state. They're excited, hopeful, but also probably nervous. Just think about how many times has it been that you place an order from Amazon or some other site, and you're just like anxious that, hey, I hope that I made the right choice. When will it arrive? I don't know how long will it take to arrive, or like I hope it works the way I expect, because we've all been there where we ordered something that looked very different in the pictures, but when it came, it was not, and it didn't look that good. So we all have that skepticism, and your job is to confirm their decision that hey, you made the right decision, over communicate the value of what they purchased, and then keep the relationship alive during the gap between the buying and the receiving, because that's when people are most likely to cancel their order because they're just filled with doubt. And they might think like, hey, if I just cancel, maybe I can get my money back. I don't know if I should buy. Maybe it was just like an impulse buy. So but if you tell them, hey, you made the right choice, and you actually show them the good side of what they bought, they're less likely to cancel the order. So now, what are the effects of not having this flow? We talked about the benefits, but if what if you don't have this flow? If you skip this flow, if you're only sending an order confirmation, you're leaving gaps. And these gaps will create buyer anxiety, which means high return rates and lower trust. You'll have lower retention because they buy once and they disappear. And then also you'll have fewer reviews and fewer referrals. You'll miss upsell opportunities, and you'll have no ongoing education or brand story. So without the post-purchase nurturing, your cost of acquiring customer, it gets harder to recover because there is no repeat purchase on the back end, and most of the profit is in the back end. So that's why it's important. So what customers need after buying. So if you in this flow, in this video, I'm gonna divide it into three categories. One is if your product is replenishable, one if your product is a one-time purchase product, for example, some kind of tech or couches or fridges. Like, yeah, we aren't buying that every 2 3 months or every week. So that'll be different. And then also there will be some things that will be applicable to all brands, no matter what kind of product you have. So let's see what your customer need after buying. So this is applicable to all brand, no matter what kind of product you have. Everybody needs reassurance that their order is confirmed, and everybody needs clear shipping expectations. Everybody should know what to expect next now they place the order. Everybody wants to know how to get help if I need in between the time my order arrive, and they should also know that why should they feel good about the purchase, because if not, if you leave them to themselves, they most likely might end up feeling bad because they just spent a lot of money with a stranger who whose ad they saw on internet. So especially for the first time buyers, like you need to really nail down you need to really reduce the buyer's remorse. That will be probably the most important email in the whole flow for the first time purchasers. Now, if your product is repeat use, people are wondering like, hey, how can I use the product? Any guides, any routine builders? They need timing for reorders. If you tell them that, hey, for best results, like if you wanna keep seeing the results, don't put a lot of gap between your first buy and second buy, because if you stop for these many days, you might stop seeing the results. So, or the results might start diminishing. So, like you educate them on that. You set expectations about the results and milestones along their journey, what they can expect, and also you kind of push the upsell paths, larger sizes, bundles, subscriptions, etc. If this is in case the product is replenishable. Now, what if your product is just a one-time purchase? So you should still send care or use instructions. They still need how to get the most out of it content, because uh yeah, if anything, you need to know how to get the most out of it after you buy. That's a really big part of the post-purchase education. Then they need you can cross sell based on purchase behavior. If you don't have any cross selling mail, then don't. In there, you can ask for requests. You can request a review or refer a friend, and you can offer them some kind of gift voucher or something. That's it. That's what you can need. And how to personalize your flow using data to maximize the effectiveness. Personalize based on first time buyers versus return buyers, and also the product type. Is it repeat? Like the product that they're buying, is it replenishable or not? And the product category, let's say you have multiple categories of products that you sell, and then you know that a different type of education is needed for different kind of products. So you do that, or and they need to tell them like what is their expected delivery window. So that plays a big role in how you're gonna structure this flow, and then also behavior after the purchase. Did they open an email? Did they click an email? Did they purchase again? And you need to set up the claim conditional splits, dynamic blocks, and filters, etc., to build one flow that branches based on these factors. Now, you need to kind of be aware of where to place the emails. I'm gonna tell you how I think about it. So this is like the delivery timing framework that we use for review request emails, cross sells, etc. Don't worry, I'm gonna get into the exact flow structure in a bit, but these are some things that you need to know before I get into that flow of how to think about it with your brand, because every brand's delivery timing, and shipping timings are different. So you need to be really careful with how you're structuring your flow, because I don't want to give you any generic flow structure and then it doesn't apply to you. I want to enable you how to think for your own brand and your own conditions, and how you can structure it according to you for your brand. So think of your product delivery window plus user timeline, user experience timeline. So if your product delivers in 3 to 5 days, send a review request after 7 to 10 days, because you want to make sure they're using the product at least, and then start education or post out after 4 to 5 days of shipping the order. So what we're trying to do is you want to educate them how to get the best use of the product, or like what it goes along with, 2 to 3 days before the product arrives to them, before the product reaches them, and then after like 3 to 4 days after the product has been delivered, we want to ask them for a review, or ask them to refer a friend if they like the product. So think of it like that. If it's 6 to 10 days that your products delivers in, then after 12 to 14 days, we want to ask for a review. But after 6 to 8 days, we want to start educating them. Hey, your product is about to arrive in the next 2 to 3 days. So here's how you can get the most out of it. Same thing. It's just always give at least 1 to 2 days after delivery before asking for a review, and always start educating 2 to 3 days before the delivery. That's the basic rule. Now, here's a flow layout or example template that you can use for your brand. So email 0 will be thank you plus what to expect. Split by first time buyers plus repeat buyers, set expectations, reduce anxiety. That email 1 which will be like or day one, which will be email number two on like 24 hours. I'll get into timing and everything later. Don't worry, we're gonna break down each email just in a bit. So email two will be brand story or product education. This is for the first time buyers, and build brand affinity, teach usage, and get them excited. And the third is how to use product care. Uh, then this should go to everybody who's bought the product, no matter if it's the first time or second time. It's just a good thing. Like every time you buy a phone, it doesn't matter if it's your first phone or second phone, they give the user manual, so it should always be there. So this will reduce returns, improve the user experience. And then email four will be requesting for review. The goal is to collect testimonials, and everybody should receive this email, no matter if they're first time or repeat buyer. And then cross sell, upsell. Uh, if if you have a replenishable product, then do cross sell, upsell. But if it's just a one time product, then if it's just a one time use product, then just recommend a related product. But if it's repeatable, then maybe you should put subscription, loyalty program, or anything like that you have, and you can do that in your email sex too. Loyalty, referrals, subscriptions, save, etc. And if you have that, do it for everybody, no matter the first time buyer, the second time buyer. You need to remind them that hey, you still have points. Hey, you can still subscribe and save, depending on if they're not subscribed or not. So the goal is to basically reduce buyer remorse, give them clarity of what to expect, educate them, and nurture them too, so that they can have the best experience with what they just bought, and also push them to buy again. Those are basically five things that you need to keep in mind. Now let's get into emails. Email number one: thank you plus what to expect next. So you can make it either text based or you can make it designed. It's totally up to you. Segment all customers, everybody should receive it. Timing is 5 minutes after the order confirmation. Because why 5 minute delay? Because Shopify is gonna send them an email natively, and we don't want to do emails. We don't want two emails to go at the same time. So we wait for 5 minutes and we send them. The purpose is to reinforce the purchase decision, set delivery expectations, and show how to reach support. So tip is like if they are the first time buyer, thank them extra and include shipping timing, support, contact, return policy, etc. So if you look at this email, oh no, okay, wait, okay, I can't zoom in. So your order confirm, you're official. Then we have a bunch of what to expect next. Your order gets back. So if you're giving a percentage of the revenue to a charity donation, or if you're supporting a cause, mention it. People like to be part of something bigger than their purchase, so you should mention it. Now something else caught your eye, you can just go to keep browsing over here. Yeah, that's it. So this is important, and you'll be surprised how many people just go and buy again. It works really well. Same thing over here. It's just a text based, but like, hey there, our goal is simple, deliver clean, functional iteration that actually works. Thank you for giving us a shot. We're excited for you to feel the difference. If you ever have any questions about your order, just contact us at, then we get the contact information. You'll get the tracking info as soon as your order ships. So what we're telling them what to expect. And then until then, here's what you need to know. Most people feel a shift within days, clean formula, zero fluff, expect more energy, better digestion, sharper focus. And if you had an eye on something else, you can just add to your order before it ships. There you go. Keep shopping here. Appreciate you being here. Team Shinuza. So you see how simple it is, but how good it is. Think of it like that. Now email two: brand story, education. This goes to first time buyers, and then day three, or we can even do day two. I usually do day two. We can do day three. It depends on you. Yep. So what is it to build the brand love, increase trust, and make them feel like they joined something special? Option is your founder story, how you source products ethically, what your community stands for, etc., etc. And bonus tip is you can include reviews from other buyers that confirm that they made the right decision, because what we're trying to do is that reduce the buyer's remorse. So here's one I really like. You didn't just grab another supplement, you chose something built to work. Then we show them what they ordered. And then we give them a bunch of unique selling propositions, and then we push them, hey, if you want to explore more formulas, then we give them a bunch of reviews of people who bought for the first time just like them, so very relatable to them. Think of it like that. Just think like, hey, I'm thinking, did I make the right choice? And then boom, I'm showing a bunch of people who bought it just like me. And they're telling me, hey, I use this product and within 6 days I started seeing the difference. Oh, within 60 days I lost 30 pounds, etc. etc. So just think about how it will make you feel. So keep that in mind. Or we can go more brand story focused more than a destination. It's a lifestyle. If you look at the email, you made the right choice. There's a reason our pieces move fast. Then we talk about where we stand for. Your art is a part of something bigger. And then we talk about the community. You can go and follow the community over here. So there's two routes you can go, and any both of them work really well. Now let's get into product use and product care. So this will go to all of the buyers. And at this point, we're gonna start dividing it between order, post purchase, and post fulfillment. So this is 2 days after the order has been fulfilled. So order has been shipped. Now we start educating them. So think of it like this: if your order, let's say it's shipped today and it arrives within 5 days, then I think it's really good if you have a separate email that is for specifically for order fulfillment, and then in which you educate in the same email, because the goal is to educate them 3 to 5 days before the order is about to arrive. So at that point you need to just like tell them, hey, uh your order has been shipped and here's how to get the most out of it. So how to use product care guide. And if you look at this email, yeah, we got every single kind of product that they have in the store, and we just telling them, hey, this is how you can use it to get the most results out of it. But if your order is big, let's say it's shipped today and it arrives within 14 days, then you should wait. So yeah, like just think about the timeline that we went over before earlier in this video. So the purpose is to show how to get the best results. This reduces support requests and builds satisfaction. The idea is to step-by-step tutorials, styling or setup tips, do's and don'ts for skincare supplements, what to expect in week 1, 2, etc. We're basically trying to tell them that, hey, if you bought this product, this is how you can use it to get the best results, because we do want to have them the best results. We do want to give them the best results for the product that they just spend money on. The better the results they have, the more likely they are to come back and buy from you. So now email 4 is review request email. This is 2 to 3 days after typical delivery. And then purpose is to ask for review or UGC or user generated content once the product has been delivered and used a bit. They have tried your product and liked it, and now it's the right time to ask for a review. So best practice is to keep it short, include a direct link to leave a review, and incentivize only if needed. Example, get $5 off your next purchase, etc. So here's the simple, straightforward email that you can call. Hey, we want to hear from you and leave a review. And then email 5, cross-sell, upsell email, segment all logic based on what they purchased, and then timing is 7 to 14 days after the order is delivered. Because we want to give them enough time to use the product, have an experience with it, and then kind of include the product in their routine. That's when we can tell them, hey, maybe if you like this too, it'll kind of complete your routine, or it'll round out the fit. So just get into it. The purpose is to drive additional revenue by recommending what they're most likely to buy next. You see, this is the key: what they're most likely to buy next. So example is customer who bought X also love Y. Sorry about that. So for skincare, move from cleanser to serum, or for apparel, complete the look. For home goods, add-ons, bundles, etc. Here's an example: build a routine that works for you. The right routine amplifies results. Then wellness that works together. Then we show like what different products will actually help them achieve. For example, this is more for the gut support. This is for nutrition, and I think it's digestion, something like that, and things like that, like daily calm, digestion, and hormonal support. So you just like mention about the products and the benefits, and how it'll actually how they're getting how it'll improve their routine. And or you can this one, for example, if you're selling clothes, then hey, this is how you can round off your fit and recommend a bunch of other products that will go with what they just bought. Simple. Now, email 6 is loyalty, subscribe, save, etc. And segment split by product type, timing 7 to 18 days after the order is delivered. We want to give them enough time to actually like the product and enjoy the product. And so purpose is to bring them back, promote subscriptions, loyalty points, and or refer a friend. And then the variations can be for fast use type. If your product is, it's just, let's say, it is replenishable within 7 days or 14 days, then hey, maybe it's time to restock. For one time product, know someone who love this or join our community, you get 15% off when you refer. And here's like a loyalty program email that we sent, and it works really well. So think of it like this. The goal is to give them something to get them hooked into buying from us again and again and again. Now, first time buyers versus repeat customer paths. You need to be careful with it. But before I get into this, you need to keep this thing in mind. Like there's two things that mostly affect if somebody's gonna buy from you again or not. One is the quality of your product, because if the product is shitty and they're not coming back. Second is the quality of your communication, and that's where email marketing comes in. Like, what are you communicating? How are you communicating? Are you dealing with their objections, their concerns, their anxiety after they have purchased or not? Are you showing them the opportunities that they can have if they buy something else from you, the results that they can have, the amplification of their lifestyle? So you need to keep those things in mind. Like these two things will have the most impact on if somebody buys from you again or not: the quality of the product and the quality of the communication. And this is all about communication that we're talking about in this video. Now, let's get to the first time versus repeat customer paths. First time buyers need trust, brand story, reassurance, education, and repeat buyers need appreciation. They need faster upsells. They need loyalty, reward messaging. They need reorder options, because these people have bought from for the second time, so they're very likely to buy again because they like your product. That's the only reason they came back, and your communication was good. So, well, so you need to keep these things in mind. And now here are some common mistakes and how to avoid them. If you're only sending transactional emails confirming shipping, etc., don't do that. Add these emails. Uh, don't sound like a robot, or just like you just want their money. Sound like you're an actual brand, and they are a human. Treat them like a human, not just an ATM card. Second mistake is asking for a review before the product arrives. So you need to really time your emails well and structure the flow accordingly, according to your shipping and everything. And yeah, keep these things in mind. Third mistake is you're not educating. So confused customers are unhappy customers. They need to know how to actually use the product to get the best results from it. So you need to educate them. And even if they already know, just you telling them is a big help. It leaves a good impression on them about your brand. Fourth mistake is no upsells. If there is an opportunity for money to be made, then make it. Don't miss AOV and LTV growth. So fourth or fifth, I think fifth, yeah. So fifth mistake is save emails for first time returning buyers. Don't do that. If somebody's buying from you for the second or third time, they're different than somebody who's bought from you for the first time. They need different things, and there is different opportunities. Now, sixth thing is no cross-sell emails. You're not increasing the product discovery. You're not increasing product discovery. So you need to show them that, hey, you also have these products and you like them, and these are the things that they can do, or this is how they can benefit you. So keep those things in mind. And here's an A/B testing guide. What you can A/B test in this flow. Here's what to test and optimize over time. So elements is subject line. So press direct versus warm tone. Hey, your order versus you're going to love this. And email timing, review email on day 7 versus day 10. Try to see in which more people are clicking and giving actually and are actually submitting a review, because sometimes you are sending a review email on day 7, but but most people are not using the product and testing it by day 7. So maybe you push it 3 days later, and now people have tested, they're more likely to leave a review. So cross-sell, like curate bundles versus dynamic product recommendations. So in Klaviyo, you can actually see what the person might like. You can create it accordingly. What are they visiting on the website? What products have they visited? Their previous purchase history on based on this, Klaviyo you can actually predict what they might like. So you can recommend that to, or you can send them curated bundles which you have tested and you know that people like to buy for the second time. You can test your CTAs, either review versus share your thoughts. Again, direct versus warm tone, and then education format. You can show if you have video content, you can test that. Do people like that? Or you can test infographics versus checklists. So like you need to test these things and run one test at a time and let the results guide your edits. So keep that in mind. Only one test at a time, so that you actually know that what factor is affecting the results. If you're running 5 tests at a time and the performance goes up or down, you don't even know what was the test that actually affected the results. And here's a mental framework or how to think about this flow. Think of this flow as your digital customer experience team. So you need to ask yourself, like, what does the customer need before they even ask? You need to like, what does the customer need after they're bought? What do they need from you? So think of it like that and put those things in this flow. How can we help them love the product even more? And the third thing you need to ask yourself is, how can we make them want to come back? Think about how can we actually make them want to come back. So it's less about more emails, it's more about the right moments. So you need to be time your flow very strategically and also send the right information at the right time. The structure of post-purchase flow is very important, and that's why like this flow is a bit trickier than other flows, because other flows is like pre-purchase flows are easier, but post-purchase, like creating that post-purchase experience is a bit tricky. It's a bit more I won't say complex. It's just a bit more subtle. You have to be very thoughtful about your own brand, and you can't just take a random guide that somebody shared and use it exactly. You need to be very thoughtful about how it applies to your specific brand. Now, here's the conclusion: the post-purchase flow is not optional. It's where relationships are made or broken. If done right, it builds more repeat orders, more five-star reviews, deeper customer loyalty, higher LTV, and sustainable profitable growth. So you need to have this flow. It's not optional. It's a must-have, and you need to cover these things. Now here's a post-purchase flow checklist. Again, you can get this checklist, everything, and the whole document from the link in the description down below. And that's it. That's the video. If you need my help with email marketing, there'll also be a link in the description down below to book a call with me, and I'll give you a few strategy for your brand that you can go and apply, even if you decide not to work with me. But if you do decide, then I can help you apply that too. And right now we're only working with 750 brands. So if that's you, go and look for the link down below. And that's it. Hope to talk to you soon and hope you enjoyed this video.